Hey guys, this week we have music recommendations for you. Mine is a little different. It's an NPR Tiny Desk concert. So if you haven't listened to a Tiny Desk concert before, first of all, I highly recommend you do that because most of them are great depending on what you like music-wise. My suggestion is Alan Stone. This was released, I don't know, a week or two ago, and I was looking for something to listen to while I did some work here at the house, and after about 3 minutes or 3 seconds of him singing with the band that he was with, I was hooked and ended up watching the rest of the video, which is about 15 minutes or so. Alan Stone's music in general is something that I recommend you guys listen to if you like kind of a more soul-y sound. It's borderline R&B. He's a guy from the West Coast. I really enjoyed listening to him, and it kind of soothing, and I would start with the Tiny Desk concert and kind of branch off from there, but Alan Stone, good listen. So,
hey everybody, it's Marcy. This week we're talking about quarantine albums, musicians, artists, and I am here to tell you about my favorite band. They are called the Infamous String Dusters, and for those of you who know me well know I have a love of obscure music, but we've seen them in concert, gosh, probably 15 times or 16 times. Really, really great band, kind of progressive bluegrass music, I would call them. But check out their latest album called Rise Sun, and my second favorite album of theirs is called Silver Sky, and it's a couple years old, maybe 2012. But outstanding musicians, really kind of gives you an appreciation for artistry. So check it out. I can definitely spend 2 weeks listening to them. See ya.
Hey guys, it's Luke here. I believe we have music suggestions this week. First off, I want to apologize for my movie suggestion last week. Enemy is a horrible movie. Do not watch it. It's a waste of your time. But no, for this week, music suggestions. Check out the group Pentatonix. They are an a cappella group. I discovered them like maybe a year or two ago. They've been around forever. You probably know them from covering Christmas music specials and whatnot. They do a lot of different mashups. I'm very impressed. Mitch is my guy. He's my favorite guy on there. So definitely check him out for sure. Pentatonix. All right. Thanks.
Hey guys, Alex here. Just wanted to give you a quick music recommendation. One of my favorite albums. It's kind of an older album, older in the sense of like 10 years. Came out in 2010. It's called Come Around Sundown by Kings of Leon. It's a great album, especially from start to finish. If you have time, if you're on a long drive, just listen to it front to back. It's a great album. No song is bad. No song is skippable. So it's a really great album, a good listen. I'd probably listen to it about 3 times a week still, and I've probably listened to it a couple hundred times. So that's my music recommendation. Again, Come Around Sundown by Kings of Leon. Really, any Kings of Leon album is good, but that's my favorite one. So hope you guys are staying safe. Look forward to talking with you soon.
All right, my music recommendation for this week is actually an album. It's called Raising Sand. What's really cool about the album is that it's a collaborative effort between 2 very different types of artists. It's by Robert Plant, who is the lead singer of Led Zeppelin, and Alison Krauss, who is a professional, classically trained, and a country singer. So 2 very different types of artists, and so it's just a really cool thing that they've come up with this album. The best way to listen to it would be to just get your best pair of headphones and listen to it straight through. If you're like super bored, that's the best way to do it. I think it's best all together. And if you're not a country person, don't let this deter you. I am not a country person in any way, shape, or form, but this is one of my favorite albums of all time. So check it out and let me know what you think.
Greetings from isolation. Chapter 3. Today's topic, music. Last weekend, I had an odd dream. It was not really a narrative. It was basically based on an image from an album cover from my past. I pulled it, I stared at it. Later that weekend, on Twitter, someone posed the question, what is that album from your past that had a real life-changing impact on you? It felt like yours and not a hand-me-down from your big brother. For me, that was this album. David Byrne, Brian Eno, My Life in the Bush of Ghosts. Recorded in 1980, 40 years ago. Released in early 81. I discovered it in late 81 as a freshman in college. And it really was a groundbreaker. David Byrne had some recently acclaimed albums with the Talking Heads. Brian Eno, of course, much sought after producer by that time. The two of them collaborated on this and basically changed music in a lot of ways because of their use of rhythmic musical tracks, but instead of vocals, they used samples from televangelists, samples from Arabic singers. There's a sample of an exorcism. So yeah, it was a game changer for a lot of people in music, and it really opened up a lot of doors and a lot of musical genres of interest to me. So I encourage you, if you are that adventurer, check it out. This is my original vinyl copy. It's been around the table a few times. It was reissued in 2006. It was a special 25th anniversary remastered CD package with a great booklet with it and some remastered unreleased tracks. So you can find it if you're curious. David Byrne, Brian Eno, My Life in a Bush of Ghosts. Check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. But I don't know you. So maybe you will.